you. And I give the call to the member for Moncrieff.
I move the motion relating to Dr Katie Allen in the terms in which it appears on the notice paper. I rise to pay tribute to my dear friend, former colleague and member for Higgins, Katie Allen, who was taken way too soon from us through aggressive illness. Before I talk about Katie's multitude of achievements as a spectacular human who lived life to the fullest, I simply want to talk about my friend DK, short for Dr Katie. Katie, Celia Hammond, known as Cece, the former member for Curtin, and I came to this place together in 2019, and we formed a very, very special friendship immediately. We went through a whole term of ups and downs together. We endured COVID together. We were indeed in government together. I was on the Health Committee with Katie and Trent Zimmerman and Dr Freelander, who's in the chamber, when we worked on the inquiry report, Walking the Allergy Tightrope, Katie's specialty. And he's waving it about. Thank you. The rise of allergies and anaphylaxis in Australia. Through it all, DK was always a positive force. She was full of energy and vitality. She was a thought pioneer and a staunch advocate for what she considered was right. She was never backwards in coming forwards, our DK. Katie was always willing to give her view, her support and her friendship. Even after Katie was not successful at the 2022 and 2025 elections, she would come and see me in my office and start with, "You're doing so well, AB, I'm so proud of you." She was always a ray of light, our Katie, leading the way to a better day. She was brave and fierce, but kind. DK was a leader, cut down way too soon, taken from us at just 59. I always believed that she had what it takes to be the Prime Minister. Tragically, we'll never see that come to be. The intellect, the empathy, the compassion, the drive and the determination, the knowledge and experience she contributed in every forum she was in was immense. She was an academic and fellow with more than 400 papers published, a researcher, a paediatrician, a scientist, a politician and a wife and a mum. But I will remember Katie as first and foremost my very good friend and confidant. And I'd just like to read a few words from the former opposition leader and the first female Liberal Party leader, Susan Lee. Katie was a pioneer in every sense of the word, long before she entered public and a leader in women's health. She broke barriers in medicine, championed life. She had already distinguished herself as an outstanding doctor academic, better outcomes for mothers and children, and earned deep respect for her expertise, compassion and integrity. When Katie stepped into politics, she brought with her the same sense of purpose that defined her professional life, believed deeply in service. Not service for status or recognition, but service grounded in a genuine desire to improve the lives of others. She listened carefully, she worked tirelessly, and she never forgot that behind every policy debate were real people and real families. As a woman in public life, Katie led by example. She showed that strength and kindness were not opposites, that leadership could be both principled and humane, and that conviction need not veer towards cruelty. She encouraged women to back themselves, to speak up, to support each other and to believe that their voices mattered. And many young women saw Katie, not just young women, as a role model, but a pathway. And her funeral at St Paul's Cathedral in Melbourne was the most beautiful service I've ever been to, befitting of our Katie, where hundreds of mourners gathered to celebrate her life. Professor Katie Allen was posthumously appointed as an Officer of the Order of Australia, an AO, in the 2026 King's Birthday Honours List. She was recognised for her distinguished service to medical research as a paediatric allergist and gastroenterologist, and for her contributions to the Australian Parliament as the member for Higgins 2019 to 2022. And she thoroughly deserved it. From those Katie lived with during the Canberra sittings, Burmo, Maurice, James and Trent, from CC and AB, and those closest to dear Katie, Malcolm, Monty, Jemima, Arabella and Archie, our thoughts are with you, and may our dearest DK rest in peace forevermore. Vale, Professor Katrina Allen, 24th February 1966 to 29th of January 2026.
Vale.